way you can chop this out later, edit it.
Jones, Mr. Jones, thank you, man. Shoot, it's been, what, about a week since we met? And before we dismissed, we talked about recording the occurrences of the behavior that, that Johnny exhibits throughout the course of the week, Monday through Friday.
Right.
I want to thank you for that. Now that you have given me the data, I just want to review it.
Okay.
And then I'll talk about some potential steps that we're going to take, all right?
All right.
Looks like on Monday he exhibited 3 occurrences. Tuesday he did only 2.
Right.
And then Wednesday through Friday, 3 occurrences of the behavior.
Sure.
Right? And just to reiterate,
Right.
the definition of the behavior we were looking for
Right.
was that when Johnny runs in class, or if he chats or touches with another student, or if he's playing with his cards during class, and then, or if he's specifically, quote unquote, off task.
Right.
All right? And you recorded those. It looks like we got about 15 times a
Sure.
week.
Yeah, it's quite a bit.
Great. So that's what the data says, okay? The strength of the behavior looks like it's pretty much being maintained.
Right.
It seems like it's pretty continuous.
Right.
So I'm gonna say it's pretty strong behavior. We don't
Sure.
see any decreases in the data or any sharp increases in the data.
Right.
It looks like it's relatively just strong data. Doesn't seem to be changing. So that's good. It's a good baseline for us to go off of because we can alter things and we
Right.
can look at how we can make those changes. Do you have any questions regarding the strength of behavior? We're on the same page with that. Right?
Yeah, we're pretty much on the same basis. It's consistent in the way that he acts or behavior.
Right, and of course the ABCs, we talked about the antecedents, which was when he was given a demand or when you asked him to do something.
Right.
That typically, things like doing the art project, he
Sure.
did that as aversive or challenging.
Right.
And therefore he exhibited these behaviors
Mhm.
as a way of escaping
Right.
from doing it, right,
Right.
as a way to escape the demand.
True.
And so we determined that that was actually the function of the behavior, was escape.
Right.
That is that he does this
Mhm.
to escape the task. That's the function of the behavior.
Sure.
In other words, the function is called the payoff, right? Because actually it took me a while to really understand what the definition of functional was until somebody just said, it's the payoff, right?
Right.
What does he get paid off from doing the behavior?
True.
And that is that, hey, when you ask him to, you no longer have to do it,
Right.
right? And so that's the function of that behavior. And now we're gonna summarize the targets that we talked about.
Sure.
One of the targets was looking at, okay, how many times he runs. Another target was him touching other students and being disruptive in that type of way.
True.
And of course, being off task while in class.
Right.
Okay, so that's how we interpreted this particular problem behavior. Now, we're gonna move on and talk about the planning and what we came up with.
Right.
And what we would like to do is, what we're gonna do is, since he'd like to escape task,
Right.
4 times out of the class period, you're gonna allow 3-minute break.
Okay.
3-minute break.
Okay.
And so what it does, it gives him something to look forward to,
Right.
so he can still get that escape
Right.
without having to focus on something. It's like doing a long test, right?
Right.
If you see a test and it's 200 questions, you're
Right.
like, oh no.
Right.
But if you saw a test and it was 50 questions, 50 questions, and 50 questions,
Right.
you'd like that better.
True.
That's kind of like what this is. So we're going to allow him a planned escape.
Right.
So we're going to give him a little break and
Right.
allows everybody to take a deep breath and get to socialize
Sure.
before getting on task. And also, what we want to do is, because you mentioned that he has a talent in helping out. He likes to be involved.
Right.
So what we're going to do is, doing those art projects when you passing the materials out,
Right.
we're going to ask him, and we'll make sure 3 days a week, we're going to ask him to go ahead and participate in helping you pass out those items.
Exactly.
And we'll see if we can kind of draw a correlation between those days that he helps you out.
Right. And the days that he doesn't.
Exactly.
Okay. Right.
And it just helps us to give some.
I noticed that does help him though, giving him actual duties to do that are more physical than just sitting there or listening or, doing the actual projects.
Right,
So
glad to be involved.
get up, move around, those things that he's already wanted to do. Now, I don't know, how those will actually turn out over time, but I'm sure that it will. It'll help him a whole lot, like help that behavior, curb that behavior.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna continue to record it, right?
Okay.
We're gonna record it, got some good baseline data.
Okay.
And we're gonna continue to record it after you, of course, we put these things, issues in place.
Sure.
And, we're gonna establish, how about we meet, let's give it a month or so?
Okay.
That sound about right?
A month, 30 days, that's
It's
good.
about 30 days, we'll meet up.
All right.
And we'll see if we see any correlations and any decreases in the behavior. But I'll follow up in a couple weeks, so to give you phone calls to see, just check on you, give you a little encouragement in a couple weeks.
Sounds
And
good.
then we'll meet up in about 30 days.
All right.
Any other questions that you have?
I think that's about it.
No, you've been doing an excellent job.
Thank you.
I appreciate you reaching out to us. It's my duty to be here and then, of course, to be an advocate for you and for the child, and then help align myself with the goals that you have so you can have a better, more productive class. Man.
Right.
So I appreciate that.
Definitely.
And thanks for taking time out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.